So, what's up guys? Dito na naman tayo ngayon sa channel ko, Gerald's Vlog. May papanoorin tayong isang video tapos magre-react tayo. So, syempre, tungkol na naman to sa Philippines, di ba? So, bago ang lahat guys, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, mag-subscribe na kayo. And please, click the notification bell para lagi na notify sa mga i-upload kong bagong video. So, roll intro. Guys, magkaano tayo ngayon guys ng isang video. Yung video title ay World's Best Special Forces, Philippine Scout Ranger. So, play na natin panoorin natin.
The Philippine Scout Rangers are a cut above the rest. A light, quick reaction force, trained to strike hard and fast, deep behind enemy lines. But to join this elite crew, soldiers must first endure 6 months of hell. To earn the coveted Tibet tab, it's a brutal selection course. Most will fail. To graduate, they must face a test of life. A live combat mission against insurgents, where some will pay the ultimate sacrifice.
So yun guys, bali nakakatakot. Grabe yung brutal ng training. So, dati pangarap ko ding maging isang sundalo kaya pulis. Diba? Pero nung nakita ko ito video, parang hindi ko yata kakayanin Nakatakot yung nila. Ang hirap nung pinagdadaanan nila dito sa training na to. So, tuloy natin guys.
The Philippine Scout Rangers are fearsome anti-guerrilla fighters.
We evaluate our targets. We analyze, we discuss who among them needs elimination.
They are trained to operate in dense jungle terrain found across the Philippines archipelago.
The Scout Rangers go behind deep enemy lines with just a small team, little as 7.
Traveling light and hitting hard. And to be able to strike fast, they use helicopters to hit the battle zone, specializing in raids, ambushes, and sabotage. The Philippines has long been plagued by domestic conflicts, one of which gave birth to this elite unit.
The 1st Scout Ranger Regiment was formed 1950 because the government is
1960.
looking for a solution to counter the guerrilla tactics of our then communist armed groups.
NPA kasi.
Skilled in unconventional jungle warfare, the unit was modeled after 2 legendary fighting groups, the intelligence-gathering American Alamo Scouts and the combat-ready U.S. Army Rangers. 112 students joined the 1st Scout Ranger class. Only 72 graduated.
172 lang na
This
graduate.
elite group, soldiers must first pass 6 months of advanced.
Alam ko sa lahat ng buong sundalo ng Pilipinas, ito yata talaga pinakamahirap na training Ang Scout Ranger kasi, ang Scout Ranger ito sa Pinas, siya lang yung umaakit sa bundok. Iba pa yung Kapgo kasi yung Kapgo sila lang yung parang kasi kasama din ng Scout Ranger yung nagbabantay sa mga barangay yata. Hindi ko sure Pero yung Scout Ranger, alam ko ito pinakamahirap na ng sundalo. Isang branch ng sundalo sa Pilipinas. Kasi ito yung mga umakit sa bundok
training. And it all starts here, at Camp Texon, San Miguel, Bulacan, in the northern Philippines.
Texon Bulacan.
These 206 volunteers are already trained soldiers from other Army regiments.
Ayun o, other mga sakay ng iba pang mga Army regiments daw. Ibig sabihin, siyempre, meron tayong Navy. Merong Army. Iba rin yung Marines. Iba rin yung ano ba yung isa? Air Force. Diba? Coast Guard. Iba pa rin yun. Iba rin yung mga sundalo, police. Ayan, mga parang pinagsama-sama na yan.
Good morning.
Vying to become part of an even more elite military club. First, they will be stripped of all their ranks. Here, every man is equal. All aiming for one thing. The coveted tobacco of the Scout Ranger Training School.
Strike.
The red border signifies the blood, sweat, and tears shed by every ranger during his course. The sword symbolizes our special unit capability, and the words we strike symbolizes our capability to go anywhere, any place, and anytime.
Today is known as Reception Day, and recruits are in for a grueling welcome. For the next 5 hours, these instructors will try and break as many as possible through continuous physical exercises. It's not just the instructors who will be brutal. Today is a searing 32 degrees Celsius. Just 10 minutes in, and the course has already claimed its first victim to the heat.
Quit na yan.
But he's not alone. 4 more recruits have reached their
Baka hindi
limits.
ko rin kaya ganyan ka pagod. Hihilo ka niyan, nakahiga ka. Grabe. Kinamamatay pa ako sa ganyang training guys eh.
Recruit 54 has collapsed from heat exhaustion. He's being taken to the medical area to get his body temperature down. For others, hell has just begun. The second run sees more recruits drop. Medics are called in for even more severe cases of heat exhaustion. The exercise has depleted their bodies of essential water and salts. It results in dizziness, vomiting, loss of consciousness, and control.
Shock na agad, wala pa nga, training pa
If
lang.
not treated fast enough, it can develop into heat stroke, a potentially fatal condition.
If the condition is already heat stroke, the regulatory mechanisms of the body has already malfunctioned.
Buksan mo ito niya, kasi kinagat niya yung tira niya. Ano ba? Ranger! Ranger! Buksan mo.
Then the patient started to bleed. That would result to multiple organ failure.
Oh,
Recruits are only allowed up to 72 hours of medical grace from the entire course.
grabe.
If they use up all these hours, they will fail.
It's stroke.
It's only been 1 hour since they signed up, and already some are so ill they won't recover in time. Only the strongest will survive.
Schooling kasi ito, briefing lang kasi ako sa mga senior ko na nauna pa sa akin na mag-schooling ito. Kung gusto mo talagang makuha ang isang bagay, pagbutihin mo yung kuhan talaga na, yung galing sa puso mo ba na,
The ne-
Kailangan bago ka pumasok dyan, mag-training ka talaga ng mabuti muna bago ka pumasok kasi delikado. Kailangan physically fit ka.
next challenge sees them hitting the ground. The unfit or unwilling have no place in the Scout Rangers. At age 32, Recruit 1 is one of the oldest in the course.
this is my ambition. It is very difficult and it's very hard to be trained as a ranger. That's why I don't know what training I will going to survive this kind of course.
Grabe, gumagapang nga kami sa likod. Putikan. Yan yung pag mga survival na pag mga tatakas ka na. Matatakas na kayo sa ano.
2 hours to go. For those still in the game, the pain is nearly over. Reception has nearly ended. But this last tradition is a hard one to stomach. Chilies.
Ah, puta, sili. Kakainin mo.
Right now, this is the final phase of our reception rites. We're trying to let them eat the chili pepper and the juice of it. So after this, you're looking at the back sign or insignia. And then the musang or the Black Panther is our logo for the Scout Rangers.
Finally, reception
Black
day is
Panther.
over. But disappointment sets in as these recruits realize their Scout Ranger dream is over.
Hindi ko na nalaman kung saan ako nag-give up yung katawan ko. Basta nagising na lang ako na parang nahihilo na hindi na nakayanan ng katawan ko.
At the end of day 1, the damage is clear. 35 have quit. 171 remain standing. And this is just the beginning. Philippine Scout Ranger recruits are 7 weeks into their brutal training regime. 53 have already dropped out.
Those who fail to graduate has one thing in common. They easily give up. The battle has been won yet. They already doubt themselves. Once you doubt yourself, definitely you will not finish the course.
Pag-exit sa static line.
Once you doubted yourself, you will not finish the course.
The recruits will test their heads for heights today. They're going to learn to rappel on this 45-foot tower. Scout Rangers pride themselves in lightning infiltration and extraction, often from helicopters, into dense jungles.
Rangers specialize in jungle warfare. They rappel down mountains, cross rivers, using expedite methods or anything that's available within them.
In the jungle, they need to feel comfortable hanging at 100 feet in the air, well under fire.
Special
In a
person.
battle zone, quick execution of these skills could mean the difference between life and death. Recruits will have to complete 4 crucial forms of rappelling: the seat hip rappel, the lizard rappel, the rundown rappel, and the heli rappel.
And then, hawak sa grip. To the part. Okay. Hold the rope.
Recruits 1 and 155 are up first with the seat hip rappel, used for mountain evacuations. Recruit 155 is one of the youngest in the course.
Naramdaman ko po kinakabahan po ako ngayon. Dahil first time ko po ito nilulula dahil sa mataas na tatawin nito. pagsubok ko sa buhay. Ranger, Karante! Ready for report!
The first exercise is cleared. They performed well, even recruit 155.
Ito lang yung nagawa namin na
Bata
medyo kabado hanggang sa ngayon, kabado ka rin. Pagkatapos ko ng talon, parang nakampi ko na yung kaba ko sa loob ko.
For the next few hours, each recruit gets a turn to perform the other 3 types of rappels.
Yung hindi namin napapansin na pagkaragala yung estudyante. Once na hindi nakahukap, malaglag siya, matulak ng kasama.
For recruit 197, the lizard rappel used for clearing rooms with hostages is proving a challenge. This fully loaded M16A1 rifle weighs over 3 kilograms.
Sa hirap dito sa lizard, yung talit, mas masakit siya sa bewang kasi pababa yung ulo, yung bigat nandun lahat, tapos may baril pa, masakit talaga siya.
Next, they must conquer the slide for life, a 200-meter flying fox.
Ang importante po ng Slide for Life, kung nag-ooperate tayo, may mga cases na madaanan natin to, lalo na sa mga ilog, malalalim na ilog.
It's a 7-second expressway to safety or injury.
Kung pagdating mo doon sa taas, paghawak mo ng pulley, pag hindi ka nakagrip, may posibilidad na malalaglag ka dito. Tapos, makon yung katawan mo, ma-crack.
Not getting it right here won't kill them.
Dapat doon sila bumagsak sa kabila dahil for secure. Kung dito kasi, delikado at medyo mababaw na. May mga bato-bato na dyan.
But in the jungle, one mistake could mean death. Next up is amphibious training. Some recruits are weak swimmers. This phase will aim to weed out those that can't make the grade.
Hirap niya, may dala ka
Recruits will
lalangoy
be
ka.
thrown into this
Sapatos ka
12-foot
pa.
deep river, blindfolded and in full combat gear, weighing 30 kilograms.
30 kilos, tapos
The aim
lalangoy
is to
ka.
first disorient them, then see if they can calmly recover and reach the surface. For recruits terrified of water, this is their worst nightmare. Recruit 181 will confront one of his lifelong fears.
So, kinakabahan ako dito kasi dito, hindi na talaga ako sa kuan, langoy. Nung nangyari sa akin, nalunod kasi ako, matagal akong sa tubig. May phobia na talaga ako dyan, pero sinusubukan ko lang yung, parang kina-counter ko lang yung takot ko dyan.
Recruit 181 survives this first challenge. But up next is an even tougher one. In small groups, recruits must tread water for 30 minutes in this 5 by 5 meter square. Fresh water has a density lower than salt water, making floating much more difficult. For those waiting, the cold and cramping is causing problems they don't need.
1 minute. Ranger, kita. Gitna.
Marunong na lumangoy, pero hindi ko sigurado kung tatagal ng 30 minutes sa tubig.
Madigi kayo dyan.
But recruits have more to worry about than staying afloat.
30 minutes pa lang sila sa tubig, guys.
Super.
Tapos kailangan lang nila nakalutang.
At the end of the 30 minutes, the instructors will jump in and attack the weak.
Five counts, sa gitna na kayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kahit talon yung instructor, tapos atakein yung mahina, nalunurin.
recruits don't have the energy or aggression to fight back, they could find themselves in deep trouble. If recruits fail the first
Isa.
time, they're
Nakakatawa
forced
isa.
to redo this until the course director is satisfied. For the poor swimmers, this is hell.
We have this drowning part for training for our recruits, for them to get prepared when they engage their enemies in the water. If someone is drowning them, they don't get panicked and they know what to do. 5 counts sa gitna na kayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time!
Recruit 199 is in trouble.
Nang sinakyan na ako ni CV, talagang mabigat siya, parang mawawalan na ako ng malay ka lang. Unti-unti pa lang ako ubus yung lakas.
The recruits survive amphibious training. But what lies ahead will test their nerves and risk their lives to become a Scout Ranger. The Scout Rangers are an elite strike
Paparilim
unit
sila.
on constant standby to deploy against insurgent groups across the Philippines archipelago.